There we go. I think we should be live now, guys. What's up? It's Trader Cage here. And today I want to discuss the market. I'm going over my trading pairs. I've also charted them yesterday in a live stream. Let's look at them again and see if there's any changes locally for possible plays towards the upside or even the downside. I'll also be looking at the NASDAQ because, of course, I have a series on my channel called My Trading Journey Towards Prop Firm Payouts, where I will be showing every NASDAQ trade I do, and I'll be transparent as possible with my journey towards the prop firm payouts. So that was that. I'm also with a new guest here. Normally the chartsmith is always with me, but he's gone now. Not forever, of course, but he had to go somewhere. So maybe you can do a quick little introduction about what you do.
Yes, I primarily trade high volume crypto pairs. I don't trade NASDAQ. I've done it in the past, but I primarily focus on just 15 to 20 different coins.
Great. Okay, let me just go over NASDAQ a little bit, and then let's go into crypto and share some views, because you can put your screen share on as well, so I can put you on the screen whenever you have a thought to share or a possible insight. So
sure thing.
Let me also share this stream on Twitter, by the way.
Just looking at Bitcoin right now. It's really ugly though, as we all know.
Okay, I'm putting you on the screen for a second. Let me just share this stream while you're on the screen, so the people have something to look at. Okay.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna share this stream on Twitter, my friend.
Oh, nice. Let me retweet it.
Just sharing this stream on Twitter, guys, so I will get back to the charts in a second.
I also should get more active on X. It's a really good platform.
It's a good platform, 100%. 100%. Okay, grab this link. Posts. Doesn't really seem to work. It's not posting my tweet. I don't know why. Or else I'm just gonna leave it at that and get in some technicals. Because as you can see, I'll put it on the screen, it's not working. Okay, let's just delete that. Let's not share it. Let's not share this valuable info. The people that are joining on YouTube will enjoy this.
Watch it back.
100%. Too bad, Twitter. A lot of valuable information is gone missing now for you. But the people that are sharp and joining in on YouTube will definitely enjoy this.
Volume is always so low right here, even though it's an extreme liquidity. See this?
Yeah, but the reaction is there. It's about stopping the leverage trader out, and even if it's, of course, it's preferable that you have the high volume, but it's not necessary because price obviously takes all the liquidity out there. So the people that were there have been. I also have. I've charted
So my setup.
H bar yesterday. I'm gonna put myself on the screen again now because totally ready to get into some technical analysis. Before I want to do that, New York just opened on the NASDAQ, so I want to go over the NASDAQ and prepare my trading plan. Okay, so basically what we've done today, it's Monday, it's a new week, so we had this opening gap, which we did reject on really nice. Yes, we've left open a lot of liquidity, but that also means that we have to take liquidity on the other side. In this case will be the bottom which we are at right now. So you could say we maybe have enough liquidity for the rotation again towards all of these highs. But keep in mind that your trend on like the 1 hour is we had a shoot up, we just grabbed liquidity on the highs, and then we went towards the lows. So we would really have to hold here, get an extreme push up with a lot of volume if you want any continuation towards all of these highs, or even back into this range, or else we're just gonna keep on falling, and again NASDAQ doing NASDAQ things, and it's going towards our support level on 9400 and 18750, which I will expect a reaction from, because of course on the high time frame we cleared this expansion towards the downside. We had a little stribble back up, but we're just continuing down. It's aggressive expansion, but of course you can expect that, because all of here was just liquidity, so those moves always go fast. This is our core overhaul move up here, so I'll expect price to a little bit stabilize from there and see if we can start breaking structure towards the upside to grab all of this liquidity that we're building right now on the high time frame. But for now, it's really down until proven otherwise. Okay, so let's go on this low time frame. Are we rejecting this low? Nah, not really. We're just going down. New York shows its direction, so it's down until proven otherwise, unless we can gain this part right here, which is New York open. Then we broke structure towards the upside, and we can expect price action to follow, but it's nowhere near the case. So once again, it's down until proven otherwise. That's literally it for the NASDAQ. Not much to say here. It looks bearish. It has been bearish the last few days, weeks, so keeps following the trend.
Don't you use the volume indicator on NASDAQ?
I do, but I mean, I only use volume profile, to be honest, in like a range, but I think this is annoying down here. If I want to know the volume, I'll click on the indicator, but for it to be, I mean, there's no need to see the volume here. I mean, just took out this drop-off point. Of course, there's a lot of volume here. New York just opened, so you've kind of got to get a grasp on what is going to be this, like the medium of the New York volume. Could have been here all the time, could have been here. So, not really. I like to keep it off, to keep it clean, just like the imbalance indicator. I don't like it to leave it on all the way. It makes my chart ugly. Okay, down until proven otherwise. Nothing to see here. Crypto. Oh man, Bitcoin 80k. What is it doing, man? Oh my. So I had this plan sketched out. We had a massive range, which we talked about yesterday, was this low and this high, but we have also confirmed this range right here, because we broke towards the upside and we've touched back on the EQ that confirms the range there. And what I wanted to see for upside was get a deviation on the bottom then create liquidity for ourselves, sweep that liquidity, and then go towards the opposite of the range in an ideal situation. But once again, New York just opened, so let's see what's going on here. I mean,
For the lows, I see.
this is just not great because I did like this. We went up really aggressively, and then we kept making higher lows and higher highs. But what happened here is we made a good higher high, but we swept all of this juicy liquidity. And as you can see on the charts here, price went down, tried to make a higher low here, but it failed doing so. So what is your expectation if you fail that? You come back to the low, and we even broke structure towards our big trend here, which is right there. So expectation order flow will be another lower high for another lower low, even if we get the bounce from here. So it's not all that good. Looking at this range perspective, of course, grabbing extreme liquidity. I mean, this is basically our first hold. I like these parts because you were in a downtrend. This way you made the higher low. No confirmation on any upside yet. But we've made a high, and this is our first hold in the market that caused for an expansion up. So this is our extreme liquidity. You could also say here, but if the price comes here, you're just gonna take out the low as well. So there's no point in really trying that, just little equal lows. So get a reaction from here. We do have a little order block, which is okay. So yeah, we would have to get a reaction from here. Remove this line, looks really ugly. Remove that line, looks ugly. We would need to range here. And again, we're going down so aggressively. What I do like is after we took out this left liquidity here, we've started building liquidity again, which of course makes sense. We just took liquidity, and the market is showing us that we need to grab liquidity on the other side because we are now building up liquidity. So the question is this enough liquidity for rotation back up, or is it not? Well, price will have to show us that. So we'll have to get some strength down here. There's no strength at all. Well, first steps would be this 1 minute structure for any upsides or for any potential longs. Even though you could be in a little POI to expect some upside, there's no reason for the market to give it yet unless we change structure. Because no matter how good the trend is, even if this was a good higher high and this was your extreme demand, if you keep on trending down, then we will never get that rotation towards the highs again, because you cannot break that local structure and then supply is still in power. And we would have to wait for demand to take over, and then you will just see this trend. So no possible upside yet. Did get a good sweep, but I have to monitor local price action here. Welcome everyone to the stream right now. I see you have 3 viewers. Welcome to the stream. Listen and enjoy. You can also chat with me. You can request a chart, and then I'll take a look at that chart and get my technical analysis working on that chart. So if you have some questions, leave them down below in the chat. We can spar on some coins. Good coffee. Nice. Okay. Well, that's basically Bitcoin. I don't know if you're agreeing with these thoughts, Will.
Right now, yes, but possibly a little lower towards, well, this low 78.25.
Yeah, it's down until proven otherwise. So if we cannot gain this, then we're indeed gonna go lower.
Yeah, I'd like to see a liquidity grab under that low. There's also a demand on the left there. So.
Let's look at this here. So again, I've used this
Would
a lot.
Be a good second tap in
my stream. Zone. Yeah, I like this part because this is the first part where we broke structure and actually held the price up. So that's when the buyers decided to step in and keep that trend from going up. So I want to call this my first hold. And that means if the market comes here and gets a reaction from it, it has stopped out every possible retail trader trying to long this huge expansion up. So it's an important piece. And like you just said, well, we can definitely expect lower. This was our trend. We never broke it. And
we also used the demand already, and it didn't work. So
our big
as you can
demand.
see, it's already going lower really quickly.
Yeah,
On
this
the
is
2 hour, 1 hour, 2 hour.
Yeah, that's true. We have tested this part and we've came up and failed to break another high, so we're going towards the lows. I mean, we could make a range here though, like on the 2 hour between this low and this high. Could deviate that low, start going up a bit, sweep our first hold, and then move up. But there's no sign of that yet, but I do want to keep it in mind. So. And this first hold is also the sweep of your demand, so that's a good spot. For the rest, there's not much to see. Let's check out NASDAQ real quick again.
Maybe Ethereum a little bit better. I like it a little bit better.
Yeah, Ethereum was looking okay. I also thought that. Let's move down here what I've charted. I did like the high time frame on Ethereum. We did have that valid 3 taps, but of course it is really ugly. I mean, what would we have to break for in order to get a rotation all the way up here? That high is freaking right here. And this high took out liquidity and made a new low. Then we've made a lower high and started trending down from there. So do we really want to get that rotation more towards the mid side of the range? Then we would have to break this high. We'll also get in a liquidity trill then. Then expect more upsides. But I don't like this left open supply though.
Yeah, you can try to long it really locally.
Yeah, well,
I think if we take out a low, maybe.
Yeah, well, look, look at the 1 hour and 2 hour, right? Because let me just skip this ad real quick. It's an ad in Dutch on my music. Shouldn't be doing that. I couldn't even skip it. So that's 15 seconds of company promoting on my stream. Yeah, well, look at this 1 hour structure. If we can follow this structure, then we can still expect some upside towards to try and break these highs. So it's a local spot that we can look locally on. Agreed. Nothing but liquidity this section though. Yeah, this is
happens so quickly, everything.
Bro, it's such a massive dump down straight away.
If the trends are a bit slower, you can play something, but
nothing to be playing right here. We had 5 viewers right now in the stream, not watching live, but we've had 5 viewers watching our stream.
It's me on 5 accounts. No, I'm kidding.
No, that would be weird because it's only 1 like. That means you wouldn't even like the stream. That would be
disrespectful. No, I wouldn't do that.
Checking out something, but it's not working. Okay. Again, Ethereum, it's just untradeable, man. I mean, if you're a
We
day
look at
trader,
the
then
total tree in a bit.
yeah, I'll do it now. Just done with Ethereum. Quick scalp look at NASDAQ again, because we can still deviate that part. Start breaking structure, or else it's down until proven otherwise. The total 3.
Well, you were right about longing towards the supply there at the top.
Yeah, 100%. That was a good
That was
call.
perfect.
I've bought when this happened. I've bought in some spots, and we've got an expansion up for like 20% on the total tree. Alts were also pumping a bit then, so that was a really good buy right here. We've played that well. Good sell up there, but we left open all that high there. Total 3. Well, let's start looking at this monthly thing. Let's remove everything because it's been from a while now, a while ago. Burrows, technical analyst crypto in the chat. Total 3, please. Well, you're lucky because I'm just charting that right now. So let's keep going and take a look on this altcoin. Or it's not even an altcoin. It's pretty much all the altcoins except our top 3 coins. Well, starting on the high time frame, we of course have this SFP. It's a swing failure pattern because a wick is not a break. You can definitely see when we've hit this all-time high, people took like a lot of profits, and that also caused the market to just go down. And SFPing is not a break, so as soon as we SFP this and not get breaks, if we cannot follow that structure on the low time frame, then we're just gonna make lower highs and keep on dumping down towards our previous structure, which was this whole accumulation here. Of course, we had the same thing with Bitcoin here. That's just where we're going now. The part where the market makers accumulated and pushed the price up from there, and most likely, definitely most likely, have sold a lot of bags up here. Because when we've had this massive expansion up, Bitcoin hits new all-time highs and everything. So a lot of retail players were coming into the market. So they're FOMO buying, and that was the perfect time for the market makers to sell all of the bags they've bought here to the retail people that have bought up here. So following a structure on the weekly and monthly, it's just this big whole pool. But looking a bit more zoomed in, this was our last little pullback before we broke structure towards the upside. So that's definitely a relevant bit to test back here. So let's draw that in. And we're nowhere near that yet, which honestly is a bit scary because all the alts are already down like a lot. I mean, some alts are just rock bottom like all here. So what is holding total 3 up? Well, that's a few giants. It's XRP. That's one of them. It's Sui that's holding it up. It's TRX. It's literally the big boys that grabbed all of the liquidity from the market and that are actually keeping this total 3 like a little bit clean, because the rest is just rock bottom, man. It's a bad time for investing and other buying opportunities for long format, because we have no confirmation of any upside yet. And if you have bought in the last, I don't know, few months, then you've definitely lost your underwear. So have I. So this was our last little pull. before the expansion up. Well, that's your ideal place to get another reaction from and at least try to make new highs from there. Going over the 3-day. What is price doing right now? Well, it's still making new lows. The best case scenario was when we bounced here is when we needed to make new highs, but we still rejected and we've made a lower high on the high time frame. So what's going to happen with your internal structure, even though this high time frame structure is up, what's going to happen to your internal structure? It's going to look something like this. You're making lower lows, lower highs, and it's on the way for a fat lower low now. So also think, even though this is a good area to pick up some alts and expect a bounce from, if you cannot break that trend internally, then you will never get that bounce. And if you do break it internally, then yes, you can expect price to move towards the highs again, but there's no sign of anything like that right now. It's just dumping and everyone's getting wrecked.
It could take a couple of months, to be honest.
It can take a couple of months, yes.
If you look at the previous Bitcoin, how do you call it? It took about 240 days for it to push out again to new highs.
Yeah, I mean, the price action, this is just a normal correction towards the downside, and there's nothing going on. If you are in the right and big altcoins, because the lower cap altcoins are just wrecked, unfortunately. So still a lot to happen to expect any upside from the crypto markets. Let me quickly check NASDAQ again on what we're doing. Yeah, still just going down to proven otherwise. Really simple. Our 5-minute structure is all the way up here. So what we could do is we could break this internally and start to move up. But the reason we broke internally is just to test this supply again, because on the 5 minutes our trend is still bearish, and all the highs that we are building in that 5-minute swing are just good liquidity points for the market. So that would mean this, because a lot of retail players are shorting those points and just want to catch the move. But down here you don't want to short. You want to wait for the market to come back in your point of interest and then look for possible shorts. You don't want to chase after the market. All right. Just quickly go over some XRP and some other stuff, and then we're just gonna do I mean, a little chilling, so I might even end the stream there when I've grabbed all of these coins, because there's nothing much to chart then.
Well, not for today, I think. It can happen locally, but if you look at this,
we'll have to get it tonight. Oh, this is bad, man. We've swept our nice market low, and that reaction from it didn't even tap into supply. Even though I don't think this really is supply, even though it is the part that brought us down and broke structure. Compared to that low, it's so ugly down here. I expect if we come here, then we're just gonna push through, because this huge liquidity pool above. Then yeah, there's not much reason to hold here. Get maybe a possible reaction down, but then we're just gonna squeeze through, grab this liquidity, and if we do want to go down, then we'll come down hard from there. And XRP, yeah, I like this zone down here. It's our origin, it's our first pull and hold before the massive expansion up. That's great, of course. So could definitely see a reaction coming from there. And looking at the, let me actually draw these, remove this, because this just takes everything up on the screen. It's not great. Do want to mark that low. Start drawing in our range. We have our low, our lower low. Came back, and this is when our range is confirmed. So we're gonna draw from bottom to top. See if there even was anything, because I have not drawn this in, to be honest. That's definitely a deviation. Extend our range to that point, and then we had the pure tap on here. So we do have a valid one. Let's look at this. Yeah, it's perfect with the candle close. There's a few things I don't like about even shorting this already. So let me just move it up because it makes it more clean. Remove the EQ. Let's start drawing in our volume profile. Okay, that's nothing too special. I mean, it was at the highs here. Again, this... Where did this even come from, bruv? This huge push to the upside on XRP.
Well, it was every coin. I was looking at it live and I thought, like, who the fuck is buying everything?
Yeah, that's massive buy to sell. Crazy.
Yeah, there was no trend or anything.
Well, it's still in the deviation tool, and then we've even touched extreme supply here. And from this push up, our demand failed to make another high. So that actually meant if we broke structure right here, which is this, draw it in like this, which is this push up right here, when we broke this structure, actually our rotation towards this low was definitely confirmed, because this demand didn't make a new high, touched supply, supply took over, broke structure towards the downside, and that's when we confirmed our rotation towards the lows. I don't like this though. There's just 3 lows that were built up.
Also, not that much trend liquidity on the bottom.
Exactly, there's not much
Just
liquidity to target.
On the bottom only, but
it all is valid, but I would have to get a local entry here.
I'd rather search for a better setup on a different.
100%, but there are no setups lately, in my opinion.
Exactly.
At least really good setups.
Well,
I don't think they were here. Damn, Solana just freaking... Oh, wow, man. Can remove this zone now. My analysis from yesterday is literally perfect on Solana. Actually, on every single coin that I drew in has been going perfectly. Like here, didn't even want to look for longs here. When a distribution, there's nothing to be seen here. It's down until proven otherwise, man. It's no sight. It's literally no sight here. Just on breaking new lows. Market is having some tough moments. Even Sue, I wanted to make a video about that because it looks so great. It still does, don't get me wrong. But again, we would need some strength from the market here. We really do need some strength from the market here.
just depends how low they want to go.
Bro, I'm happy. I took my a few losses today on my spot bag. because I
Oh, you
still,
sold it on the bottom.
yeah, I sold it right there. Not particularly suey, but when the price was here,
Which
I
one?
sold it. Well, I needed to. I had no invalidation in my long positions. It was terrible management from there. So just took my losses and need to wait for new entries. Need to wait for confirmations. If there is no confirmations, then, well, why should you even long it, you know?
Well, I'm fine waiting for a week for Stewie to look great. I don't mind.
Bro, if the setups comes, it comes. But for now, it's all patience on the coins. Yeah, it's literally we need to be so patient. There's no long investment to be seen here. Nothing. We did take our Bitcoin first hold now, which we did get a good reaction from, by the way. That is good to see, but we need to switch ties here. We need to... Oh man, this is such an aggressive move down. Even if we come up, there's no liquidity to target, except if we touch this supply, build a bunch of liquidity, take that liquidity out, and then get structure swifts towards the top so we can target those highs. But right now, man, it was such an aggressive move down. Just for this little piece of liquidity, I'm not sure. It's just a little relief bounce, I think. Let me look at some stocks real quick. Oh, Coinbase. Man, oh man, oh man. Do you remember when I made the video right here, Will?
I do.
Massive move.
Like perfect timing also.
Yeah, and you even had the great distribution here to confirm that you could sell your things. Even here you had the distribution. And now it's down until proven otherwise, even though our high time frame trend is to be expected another higher low for another higher high. But if we lose this, it's not looking great for crypto, because this is Coinbase, the biggest exchange for retail players.
It's been going up constantly.
Since the bull run, yes, but it also means if we break structure towards the downside, man, I mean, this could be a really quick bull run over. Don't want to speculate, and I still do think all-time highs can get taken on Bitcoin. But once again, if we cannot break that structure towards the upside, and also on the Coinbase.
Back in the range.
Yeah, but we tried that. It's just supply chaining. It's what liquidity do we need? Yeah, we need to touch that demand, and there's gonna be a lot of market maker involvement and a lot of.
Too obvious for me, man. That demand is so obvious. It's not weird. I don't think it's weird if they're gonna front it.
It could be. We're just gonna look at price and see what it does. I mean, if we get a reaction from that low there and get the bounce up, sweep another liquidity and get the bounce up, then I'm accepting that we do not have to touch this. But our next destination right now is this demand here. And yes, it's obvious. That also means it's gonna be, for a lot of people, are gonna be looking here for entries, and what we can do then is range here, gonna move up, take those people out, and then start moving. I mean, they can just manipulate in every way possible.
It's obvious everybody sold at the top there, the wick.
Yeah, it was a big sell-off. It's also when Trump got announced there.
Yeah. It's like the moon landing on top, and now it's going back to Earth.
Yeah, that's true. But remember, if we lose this demand, bro, we're gonna take all this trend liquidity, I'm gonna tell you. And that's going to be nasty. The only thing we can sweep, in my opinion, is this part right here. It's just from the demand. And if we Do not go up after that sweep. Well, there's just trend liquidity left. And those are the facts. A little order block here though. This is actually a really good zone. Total. 2 little order blocks, so I'm just gonna draw it in as one big zone. This could be good as well. Everyone expects price here with their stop loss below that point. Gonna sweep that and from there go aggressively and take out new highs. Could be the case. Good scenario to watch. Oh man, looking back, such a good accumulation here.
I even took a long there, by the way. Like at 53.
Yeah, I knew you had the random weird presets in this zone.
But it was a swing trade. So.
Yeah, but you never took it, so it's not relevant, is it?
No, I did. No. It's when was that? It's Friday, 6 September. After that big wick.
Here. Yeah.
Oh, this one.
And you took a long from there.
Yes, here.
And where's the long now?
I took profits.
Okay. Just a leverage long right there. Or just bought some spot.
No, it's leverage.
So that means you're a millionaire now.
I think it was right here.
So that means you're a millionaire right now.
Don't make fun of me. No. Not yet.
I mean, goddamn, if you bought freaking there, then you've got something in your pocket now.
If.
Pocket. So we can start trending from here a bit. Not looking good though. NASDAQ also freaking just dumping, man. No possible way of trading this here. No SMTs created. What's up, Advanced Trader 395? Welcome to the stream. Get some of your friends in here, bruv. We're spitting a lot of value out. People don't even know yet. We're trained by someone with 8 years of experience.
You're right.
He has dedicated his life to train us. Another. There we go.
The Wuhan Samurai, trained by. I would name him. You can try. You can do it if you want.
Advanced Trader said, "I don't have any friends." Okay, yeah, then you have no one to invite here. Then all the value is to you, brother. All the value is to you.
Be a bit egocentric with these things. Information is key.
Information is key. But it's not the most important thing. It's about what you do with that information. You can sit there, watch the stream, and chill and watch, but the thing is, what do you do with it? Are you gonna contact us? Be in touch? Trying to build a community out there, guys.
There is a Discord. Is it linked?
It is not linked, no. No.
It's for the future.
A bit of boring price action on the NASDAQ as well as Bitcoin. It's no good price action. I mean, I do have more viewers than I did in the yesterday stream. In total.
Do you?
I do.
How many people are watching? I gotta refresh.
There's just one watching right now, but we have in total 9 people viewed the stream, so yesterday it was 6. They're just pressing the stream away. Like, what's the key to keep them here, you know? What's up, everyone? Welcome to the stream. If you're new here, definitely come chat with us. Let's talk about the markets. We would love to hear your ideas about it, and if you have any expectations on going forward with this price action, as well as Bitcoin, as well on the NASDAQ as Ethereum. What are all of you looking at?
Maybe there's something we don't see and you do.
I doubt it, but there's a suggestion box, of course. I have to stay open-minded, always.
Always gotta stay open-minded. You can't say you know everything.
I do not know everything. But it is good to say for my confidence. Because trading is also part of confidence.
Sword.
It really is, that's true. Just grinding down till we get that relief bounce, I think. I mean, we're not just gonna keep on dumping all the way, right? What's our next destination? Grab this one yet? Let's see here. Have we? We had. Okay, that means if we do not get a reaction from here to stribble back up, take a few of these liquidity points, then we're just going to 90, 30, 80. Because there's no...
then you could be shaken out again.
Sorry?
You could be shaken out again if you go too quickly, if you know what I mean.
100%. I mean, there's a lot of confirmation that needs to happen before you want to take any longs here. Do have a local SMT now. But I think if price comes all the way up here, and then you go for the retest and another long, I don't think it's that good, because most of your targets will be gone. So I don't think there will be a good trade here, even if it comes. Wow, so bearish. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the stream. If you're new here, definitely chat with us. Let's talk about the markets. Let's give each other some views of our experience on the market. What are you trading? Are you trading crypto? Okay, OBS was gone for a second there. I think we should be back now with the stream. Yes, we
Yes.
are back. Okay. We are in this loss to hold zone. I do not want to
also
go.
looking at Sol.
I'm looking at Sol right now, yeah. On the high time frame. I mean, there's a few things you have to expect here on Solana. I mean, I do not want to let the price go below this week, because from this week we've made a move up, then we held the price there and got that expansion up, so it's a relevant point not to keep. Plus this week hunted all of this liquidity here, so you would expect the market makers that stepped into the price here and defended the price there, if they're still here, then they're going to defend this zone. And if we hunt this liquidity point, then we're just going towards around $90 on Solana.
It's a lot of underwear lost.
Solana's lost his underwear, 100%. I mean, this is all just liquidity here. We have to hold this, but we've also made, yeah, this is nasty. Three green candles, or white candles for me, light blue. This is our daily structure. Now we are now in the expansion of making that new lower low, and we have no idea how deep it can get. It can just ram through here, or we can expect another lower high here. I mean, lower low around this zone, but then the expectation order flow will still be bearish, that you can go for a lower high and another lower low. There's a lot to do here for Solana if we want to trade back towards all these highs. I mean, look at the aggressiveness on this down move, right? It's almost more aggressive than this whole up move, so...
Two twin towers there. Crazy.
Yeah, that's true. One of them collapsed. It's like something like this just hit the road and it just started collapsing here. I'll give you that. But let's remove this. YouTube could ban us here. So. Okay, yeah, that was basically Solana. Do you have any interesting charts right now to be looking at? Because
let me see. I thought I had one.
We've did Solana, we've did Bitcoin, we've did Ethereum. It's all not looking that interested right now. Not sure why I removed.
Well, high time frame, perhaps H bar, because I was looking at it locally in the beginning. Yeah. But if you look at it at a higher time frame, you have a bigger range, and it's also searching for probably extreme liquidity or extreme demand right now.
Yeah, looking on the high time frame on H bar, we've had this distribution here, which was absolutely valid, and we're just getting that expansion from the distribution. We have also had a deviation at the low, which I'm gonna be honest, we had a valid accumulation down here. We took out all the extreme liquidity and we gotta move up towards our technical targets, which is the opposite side of the range. But we've made a distribution from there. So you would say there's two options here. We have to create the liquidity we need, or we have to take the liquidity off of these lows down here. And so scenario one is take the liquidity off these lows and move forward, or start a range here, from there start accumulating, manipulate some people into positions, take them out, and then move up. So two scenarios which could happen here, but once again, just like every other chart, a lot needs to happen before any of that can be realized here. I mean, looking
it's allowed to go down a lot further, by the way. If you look at a higher time frame, even for a third tab, you can go to 0.15 perhaps.
Yeah, sure.
For it to be valid. So
Sure.
it's
We can
a lot
even,
of scenarios.
when we have the range above here, you can make this PO3 schematic, which comes around a lot. When you stay in your DL2 and manipulate down here, you can expect, if we go back inside the range, you can probably expect that expansion up, but it's nowhere near of seeing that right now. There's no signs of it yet, but we have to keep that in mind. But I'm still expecting more downside on H bar for now. We do have this confirmed 4-hour range, but it's not really acting like a range, is it? It's just a move up and a move down. Even though it's a confirmed range, we are not behaving like it's a range yet. We would have to see more price action develop here, take out a low, come back in. That's when you actually have a range. Now it's just a high and a low, and it's on the way to meet its expectation order flow, which is another lower low down here. So no signs of any real ranges yet. It's again just like the other coin, bearish as fuck. That's H bar. No opportunity here. Objective the same. This is just not what you want to see. You've had this valid distribution up here, and you've got the push down to the technical target. Of course, this is not a good range. We do not have a lot of trend liquidity. There are some highs, but you've supply. There's just too much to hold price down for there. It's not an easy move up, and you would like an easy move up if you have accumulation. And there was a possibility that I draw in this range, that we gotta push back inside the range and from there move towards these supply points, but looks like we're losing this now as well. It's bleeding really hard. So no interesting price action in injective. I mean, the only thing interesting about this is that we're coming back into a weekly structure. I mean, this is the move that caused that massive expansion up, and we're coming back into it, but a lot needs to happen right here. A lot of price action needs to develop before we can expect a rotation back towards all-time highs on injective. And locally there's no interest to be taken. I wanted to look for trades today, but they're not giving out anything. New York opens, we just started dumping. I mean, it's since... Bro. It's already... Oh, never mind. Bruh, I thought NASDAQ dumped so hard. It was at my long point of interest box, but... Not yet. That's definitely lost that low. Just going to dumping now. Oh man. This is absolutely crazy.
Looks like a free fall.
It is. We're just not doing anything. There's nothing to trade here. Unless you've opened up short from above here. But right now there's literally nothing to trade, for me at least, on the NASDAQ. There are a lot of highs, yeah. I mean, we're going down now with a goal, and the goal is to grab liquidity on the bottom somewhere, so we can expect a rotation back towards the highs we've just created, because the market moves from liquidity to liquidity. But the question is right now, what is our liquidity target? Because it's just free falling. There's not that much to the left here. It's absolutely just sawing down down this very huge imbalance here. I think we can expect some support between these two lines. This is on our high time frame, our last pull towards the downside before the buyer stepped in, pushed the price up and broke structure. And that's also according to the higher time frame. This was building, all of this was building liquidity, and this is our core of this whole up move. So we can see if we can expect a reaction from there, but this is bleeding, man. And I think this chart also compared, can I compare this to Bitcoin? How do you do that again? Because I've never compared those charts to each other, but I do want to do that. But I've never done that before. Compare two charts in the same chart, if you know what I mean. I can pull it up like this, but I thought you could put the charts below each other here.
Oh, you can. It's I think you can add it in the indicator or something. On the bottom, you can add two charts.
I have no idea. Let's just do this here. I'll just okay, let's start looking at this right now. Let's look at this real quick. No, it looks really ugly right now, guys, but it's for okay, where did the NASDAQ go down? Around 90 at 20th of February. 19 at 20th. So that's right here. This was also a crucial point for Bitcoin. This was our last pull towards the highs before this massive dump down. It's not that different though, to be honest. Of course, you have MicroStrategy, which is a huge company that has also influence on the NASDAQ, and MicroStrategy really moves around Bitcoin because literally all of their holdings are Bitcoin. I do see a little correlation though about this most crucial part in Bitcoin, and this is also the most crucial part on the NASDAQ for all of the stocks. And I mean, the market sentiment is just really bearish right now. I mean, it's still a normal correction, of course, but this is a really fast expansion towards the downside. It's almost 12%. It's still technically fine. But we have to realize if we don't hold support in this box right here, then let me grab normal and Q charts. Then we could even see price towards these equal lows here, which is around 17k, which is a down move of 20%, which of course is a lot. That's a pretty heavy crash, you would say. Sure, it's valid. Technically, it's also valid because let me remove Bitcoin here now. Because on the weekly time frame, what is our structure? Well, it was this low and towards a new high. So it would be really normal for price to take out these lows in the worst case scenario, even these lows here, and then develop price action back towards those highs again. That's really a scenario you just have to watch. And of course, this dump also, it had influence by Trump, because Trump, everyone was uncertain about what Trump was going to do. So a lot of people are just going to sell their bags, and now they're seeing this dump and they're just going to FOMO sell it. And that's why we're getting such an expansion down. People are getting rid of their stocks and waiting for more opportunity and for more certainty on the American stock market. because no one really knows what Trump's plans are.
True. I think he's gonna dump it all and then buy it all.
I mean,
Elon Musk's gonna sell everything.
well, Elon Musk isn't holding that much.
It was funny to see that
It's not
actually Elon Musk made a tweet about Pepe exactly at the top.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that indeed. It's really funny. Using those retail. I mean, it could be, of course. You cannot say it's not true. That's impossible because you could have just done that. 100%. Could just be manipulation for everyone to FOMO into Pepe, but for him and his friends to sell his positions. Of course, you have to think about it. I mean, how do the rich stay rich? Let's manipulate the poor people. So it's just how the world works. Let's go over this 1 minute again.
I don't blame him, to be honest.
Of course not. I mean, if you fall for it, you're just... I mean, you are stupid,
people are
but
gonna fall for it either way.
90% of the people are stupid and are just gonna follow like robots. You know, that's just how it is. And there's no changing to that. So the way to trade...
Rich quick, and it's just not possible to get it done consistently.
It's not. Everyone sees one coin flying and they're just gonna buy in. It's
yeah, I know some people like that.
I mean, well, I do want to look at Bitcoin locally for in a bit here, but of course, when we hit the 100k, we started freaking consolidating here, which we broke down towards the, we broke down towards the downside. And just when we hit 100k, and when we hit 100k, of course, every media is gonna post about it. Retail's gonna going crazy to buy everything up, and literally from this consolidation here, everything just went to shit. To be honest.
Do you think the hype is the same as the last bull run?
No, definitely not.
I don't feel like that as well.
No, I don't think so, because there were a lot of indicators last cycle, like Coinbase being the #1 app on the App Store, on the Play Store, and those certain things. That was all not the case this time. I think there was definitely retail involved, enough retail to manipulate and get this kind of dump done, and for the market makers to make enough money from it. But and now it doesn't mean retail is not there if I don't see it, because I thought retail wasn't here yet. But I mean, looking back at it, it was definitely here, or else those huge giant altcoins could not have pumped like that.
Yeah, it was just a bit different than last time. That's it.
Bro, the whole cycle is different. It's been a mess for most people.
Wow, the XRP chart looks so fucking weird. I remember looking at it years ago.
Yeah, let's actually look a bit down here. It's... Bro, I thought it was dead, man. I really thought it was dead. But of course, if you follow your structure, yet this low, you've made this huge higher high, you've never lost it because you've just SFP'd it. You SFP'd from there while making the little higher low. Getting a lot of buyers into the market, they're placing their stop loss down below. Then what the market did is take it out, push the price up. This was our first hold from the market. Price went like this. And this is where price also came back for that bounce, which we did. And then, I mean, no one could have expected a pump like this, don't get me wrong, but the opportunity for a spot back was there, definitely. But a pump like this, no. A lot of coins looked way better than XRP did.
True.
So. Okay, I saw Bitcoin was a little bit interesting down here. Yeah, let's see if we can start a little range here, which we've done. I don't think it's that tradable because it's on the 1 minute, and again this is our structure pointing down. So if we cannot break this drop off point, our order flow is still bearish even though we accumulate down here. So the context is not the best right here for longs, because this is on the 1 minute. If this was all on the 5 minutes, it could have been a bit better, but not the case.
Low probability.
Low probability, and you have like, how much percent is this? Oh, it's okay percentage, but still a bit tricky, of course, to long in a bearish order flow.
True, and I wouldn't short it either way. It's way too low for a short.
I mean, you're just following the local structure. I mean, you are in the bearish order flow, so shorting wouldn't be that bad. But
it's better than longing. If I had to pick a side, I would short.
Of course, but also then so much to need to develop. We need to build up a good liquidity trail on the bottom, deviate once, test back, go slow up, another deviation, break structure, go back, and then go towards the downside. I mean, that's a few hours of price action. That's just not the case we're in right now.
True.
Not looking good.
That looks better, but at the top I was looking at it that way as well, but nothing was given.
We are SFPing the lows on XRP locally though. We've definitely got that confirmation back into the range now. If we can really get that break of structure. Right now is a crucial point. I think we can blast through this because this is all liquidity. And if we can then also push through this here, then we could possibly look on the low time frame right here for a long, because then our local trends would be another higher low for another higher high with a deviation of this low right here. That would be a good scenario. 100%. And what's even better is I have this. Oh, bro, I think XRP can give it. I think it can. This would be a dream scenario though. Look at 1 hour, of course we have this range. On the 4 hour it's no distribution, it's just this low, but sure, it's fine. Let's keep it in mind. This is our first deviation of the low. If we can build up liquidity, test our supply, and then move back for the third tap in this supply down here, then you can look for a good move back into the range, and then aggressive moves up from there. That would be really
really agree more.
That would be actually perfect. That would also be a good investment spot opportunity. Again, no financial advice. I'm not saying it has to go up here, but we can get some proper confirmation for possible trades towards the upside. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, even if it's just 20%, you can always add 20% more if it goes lower.
Bro, if you, I mean, you've left all these highs open. If you get an entry from the bottom towards, I mean, all of those liquidity highs at 25%, bro, a 25% move. That's huge. You can make so much money off of that. On spot trading, even. I mean, leverage trading, the percentage doesn't really matter. Just have to watch out for the fees. But for the rest, it's all about risk to reward. Pepe was going all the way. Yeah, Pepe was literally to zero on our last hold right now. We would have to get some Pepe, yes sir. We would have to get some good expansion up from here before we sleep up. Bro, have you seen NGL, by the way?
No, show me.
Our friend Ladem was still in this.
And it's
This bag is minus 98%.
What the fuck?
Bro, this is insane. I mean, I've made a video about this. When we open it and close a candle below this, our structure was bearish and I was not interested in it. And that's exactly what we did. Made a lower high and a lower low. Our invalidation for upside was there. There was no reason to keep on buying longs here because we've broke our most bullish structure towards the upside. And that's just the way it is. For people in my videos, watching my videos, just stepping in because it thought it could be good project.
It was up 2x at one time.
Bro, from the low that I've called this out, it was up 3x, bro.
0.06, I remember.
100%. And it was up almost 300%. It was a good call. You've made your money. Now you're out. Congrats. And once again, opportunity out there if you can keep your bullish structure. But if you cannot keep it, then you're just going towards the other side. And that's exactly what happened. Even, do you know what's crazy about this? When we went to this low, yeah? Look at this return up. How much percent it is. It's 10x, bruv.
Wait. What?
Yeah, that's crazy.
But I think it's drawn of liquidity right now.
Oh, bro, it's dead, man.
Everything is out of it.
It's dead. You would need so much for NGL.
If it was my project, I would have just given up. Right there.
Yeah, I mean, we would have to get a return back into here, so... For any possible upside, you have to see that. But how much percentage is that away? Bruv, that's 5-6x. No way, man. It's not gonna happen.
No.
Not how it's looking right now. It's freaking dead. That came from so high. It's unbelievable.
Just throw it in a bin.
Yeah, 100%.
This one, what the?
Soon Sam 100. Welcome back to the stream, my man. What's good, brother? How's your trading days been? Good that you're in the stream again, man, for the second time.
Should put some alerts on XRP.
Yeah, 100%. Couldn't agree more with you. Alert for breaking this high, please. And an alert for this demand zone below here. There we go. Let me look at the NASDAQ real quick. Any relief bounce yet? Not really. Making a little bit of structure though. Good low. Little drop off here. Gain, hold. Push to the upside, but no reason to really be bullish here because this is our pull to the low. Even if you start breaking this high, you're just gonna come into a liquidity pool. So even if you take one bit of liquidity, then you would expect all of this liquidity to get taken and not get a reaction from there. Dead cat bounce is tricking everyone, bro, 100%. It has been crazy, but just as I've said in my last videos and in my last live streams, we're bearish until proven otherwise. We could not break structure on the higher time frame, so no matter what we do on this low time frame, if we cannot get a proper break of these highs, then we will just keep dumping down. So there was no reason to really start buying that reaction there, because Bitcoin is just supply chaining. It's down until proven otherwise. We can look at longs if we start breaking structure. But our order flow has never been more bearish than the last few months, man. Hope you have your invalidation on your investments if you're in any. Let me I know you requested this. AFEX looks good. Let me check it out, man. AFEX. We are on a bit. We have to hold this last. I have first hold drawn into this because why? Start looking at this. Where is this whole expansion coming from? Well, if we zoom in, let me push on the replay mode here. This is really important price action information. Price was bearish. This is our first demand that broke structure, but this is our first hold. And this is basically our first higher low before we got that massive expansion up. So this part is the whole core of our up move. And that's also what we've swept. We've literally swept everything. AFEX, sure, it looks good, but at the same time it does not, because we're still trending massively down. And once again, if we cannot break this local trend, then we're just going to keep on dumping and we're going to lose this low and probably go towards $12 on AFEX. So no matter how hyped the project is, no matter how good, the price action just doesn't look like it wants to go up, then it's not going to go up. So don't get too attached to some projects, because yeah, no reason to step into AFEX, man. Even though there's a really good liquidity trail, don't get me wrong, this looks really nice. But we gotta get that confirmation up first, or else we cannot trade towards this liquidity trail. Because why are we building this liquidity trail? Because we need liquidity on the other side. And we do not know yet what part that is. It could be this low right here, that we can grab that liquidity and move up from there. But we would have to be able to get this break of structure for our confirmation, and we do not have that. It's a messy bluff bat till it isn't anymore. So once again, potential if you hold this, potential if we sweep that low there, but no confirmations yet.
Well, if you buy it right now, you don't have a really nice place for your stop loss either way.
Then you shouldn't buy it. That's real clear. If you have no good placement for a stop loss, then you shouldn't buy it, man. If you have no confirmation of market makers protecting these lows, like here they sweep this low, you hold and you gotta push up, then you can place your stop loss right there, and you can hope for this trend to continue. But if that's not the case, then we're still dumping, man. It's I mean, even looking at the weekly, right, AFEX, I don't think it looks that clean on the high time frame. We were high, our low, our higher high, and a new lower low. So what's our expectation order flow? That's a lower high for a lower low, which we are doing right now. We are still in this expansion towards the downside, so expectation is to take this low. But low time frame will tell if we can reject it or not. I'm in a leverage trade on FX right now. SL is at 17.4. Let me check that for you, brother. I think you took the entry locally. Let's see if there's any ranges here. Of course, trending down, so this is our range that we are moving in. We'll push it to there. We have our low, we have our high, and this is our first deviation. If we can, oops, if we can stay above here. Again, this is not really range movement. It is valid, but we need a lot more ranging movement to be a really good range. What we did happen is we've went above that low, which is okay. Maybe if there's accumulation here locally, you can expect more upside. I sell at 17.4, which is at break even. It would be really interesting if you had the dip buy here and now your SL also there. Do you mean what was your entry, my friends? Because you set your stop loss at 17.4, which is of course understandable. You wanna protect this if you want to keep following the trends up. But where was your entry? Let's look at this. You could argue that you have a possible low time frame range here with this kind of falling wedge pattern when we have the 1, the 2, and the 3 right here. Entry 17.5, well, that's tight. I mean, it's not tradable for me, but if you can look at the price action here, then you have our low, high. We failed to make a new low, which is a liquidity hunt. So we've made a new high. We've tested that back right here, and then we've started this little uptrend from there. So lately on small time frame, well, yeah, if you're below the 15 or 30 seconds, then this definitely could have been a clean entry. I'll agree with that on you, because this is the part that got you down, but it's a massive wick, probably a lot of volume here. Yeah, definitely above medium. So when you push that, then you can expect that higher low for more upside. If this was part of your strategy, then yes, it was a good trade. For continuation, it's a bit scary though. Your 2-minute structure is all the way down here. Our 2-minute break is up here. So that also means our structure is still pointing down, even though we're creating this bottom. And well, yeah, let me look at this. I think you should have hit a target by now. You should have taken profit on all of this liquidity here. This is definitely take profit moment. And if your stop loss is at break even on 17.5, it's good, because you just want to keep following this 1-minute market structure towards another target and then another target. So it's okay, not that bad, bro. Congrats on your winning trade. Waiting for Bitcoin to hit 74k, and what do you want to do if Bitcoin hits 74k? Because that's the ultimate question. You can of course have a box drawn in, but what's your plan here? Is your plan to just put an order here and wait for the price to come here and possibly catch a falling knife? That could be the case. Or are you gonna wait for price to come here, wait for that local confirmation and put your buy order right there? Swing trade plan. Well, yeah, that's great. This is also my zone. This is the part where you want to expect price action to develop something. Maybe your range, maybe just your trend switching bullish and then making that higher low to possibly target new highs all the way up here. I agree with that. It's a good sell. I do like how we're holding this on Bitcoin though. Where we're at right now. We swept our first hold. This is our origin, and we've had this bigger range in play, which we've just now put in that first deviation on the bottom. So let me change this. What could I be expecting here? Is there anything to take? Of course, this low to draw it in. Aggressive move down. Of course, we need a get that push up, build up all that trend liquidity here for it to make really interesting for a move towards the upside. And then from here either touch our extreme demand or go below this low once again. And if we go below this once again, I want the price to take this low as well, because we're that close to it. We can also just sweep that low and then get that move back into the range for upsides. But if we can see some strength here, this could definitely be a scenario that could be playing out. So option 1 below here, back in the range for more upsides. If we of course get the strength here and we can build up a better liquidity trail with some lower highs here, or we build it up, go here, and we can definitely see some strength from the price here. And what do I mean by strength on the price there? That's on the lower time frame. Make that break of structure towards the upside, confirming another rotation towards a possible high there. That's what I would be looking at right now on Bitcoin. Because I like how we're ranging here now. We've just went below that low and we're ranging here. That's always a good sign. If I remember it correctly, you said last time in the stream that you took open a position in Ludo, LDO. I want to check that out for you. Yeah, it's exactly the same as I said last time. It looks okay, but we have not confirmed our rotation back to the highs again, which is just, again, this market structure here. If we can start breaking this, then we can also start price to move towards our next level, which is that supply zone. And if we cannot break those structures, then yeah, you really have to watch out here. You can do this if we cannot break that structure, and then we're all the all-time low. You sold LDO. Yeah, nice. Well, that happens, of course. I mean, you have a proper strategy and you trade the strategy, and if your strategy gets invalidated, if your position gets invalidated by the plan you set up, then your stop loss will get hit and you can go on to the next trades. That's trading for you, my friends. So cannot win everything. It's impossible. You have to take L's to get W's. That's also how life here works. There's no sunshine without dark. I wanted to watch XRP here for possible continuation. This is our last little pullback before we actually broke structure here on this move down. This is the part that broke structure towards the upside, and got it from there. Nvidia, bruv, I like Nvidia because me and the group I'm trading with, which is Wilm that is in the call right now, and the chartsmith, because you can see it in the charts. Using my range trading, you had your high, your low, that was your range, then we deviated the high twice, and then just supply chained from there. And that's also when we got this massive shorts towards our demand, which just hit take profit, and we're leaving it till this low, because our technical target of a range like this is just the low. So also for Nvidia, it's looking bearish right now, and that's also why the NASDAQ is getting this price action. I mean, pretty much every stock was up so high. I mean, look at this run. Of course, you can expect a rotation back to these points and then proper price action towards the upside. It's I mean, we have the biggest stock market run ever. Like, everyone's panicking. So this is so absolutely normal. Look at these runs, man. Of course you're gonna get correction. And yes, even the Nvidia that was so overhyped and so worth way too much for what the company is actually worth. AMD gonna hit $40. I'm curious. Let me check AMD. Start looking at the monthly. Bro, $40 would be scary. When you look at it from a technical perspective, this is the part that broke to new highs. So this is also the part that you want to hold for in order to get price action more towards the upside. So technically you can look for longs here if the low time frame decides to give you so. We sweep this, no. Everything in the market is getting repriced. Yeah, absolutely. As I said before, we had that massive run up and now we just have to, I mean, take out all the liquidity we've just built and go down. But even for AMD here, for in order to see that rotation towards the upside, we need to break structure towards the upside. If we cannot break that structure, then you're right, we're just going to keep that downtrend towards those lows and towards your $40 target. I just heard an alert, Wilm. What was that?
Yes, it's the XRP semi-high.
Okay.
On the 2 minutes.
NASDAQ is getting a bit of a relief bounce. Like the structure there. No real entry here. This is just we're going towards these liquidity points now. Let's start looking at our, I mean, this is our 50-minute structure. So that also means we can come on the NASDAQ towards this price again and then still make new lows. Because we cannot just keep on dumping all the time. We need to grab that liquidity for in order to get our move down again. So if you really want to go up, we would have to break this and possible see price action towards this then. It's the 2 high time frame scenarios on the NASDAQ. Let's check Bitcoin cash out because you've requested that last time as well. And I still thought it looked really good. And it is way stronger than every other currency right now. And we have this high time frame range with the deviation. We held nicely. Also liquidity hunt here. A good hold. While we swept all of this trapping basically. We swept that, got the expansion up, just tested supply. Big liquidity trail here from a distribution. Still, definitely a good place to look for longs here. And as I said then, I wouldn't look for longs here. Price just got went on this little range and went down. Sadly, I'm married to Bitcoin Cash. Why are you married? Are you into heavy? Because for me myself, I really would be looking for longs in this zone. For entries, for possible spot investments. I think that would be a great opportunity. To see price come here and move up. Still looks as good as before. And the plus side on this as well is we are leaving open every high here. There is tons of liquidity above. So if we can keep that liquidity trail, we're actually gonna get that explosive move up, which can look something like this. just a straight line up. If we can keep this liquidity trail here, just like what happened here. Move up like that, because it's looking strong compared to every other coin. It's a really good point of interest. Let's check out Bitcoin's doing. Broke the high, okay. Remove this range. I mean, you could expect price after this high. We broke that supply now. We can probably move towards this little bit here. We can expect price to go there and possibly create that new higher low here. Of course, on local confirmation. And then this would be your entry towards our next supply move. This is a really aggressive move down. So we have a lot of supply defending. We had some price action here. We had price action here. And this is the first supply we've just broke. The way we are going up here is what I do not like, because this is all liquidity for now. I think we do have a little box here, which we can expect a reaction from, and then this 3-minute order block here, which has not been touched. Those are two places you can probably expect a bounce from.
It looks a bit the same as XRP locally.
Okay. I'm not that aggressive that I want to look for entries here. I'm really not that aggressive, even though this, of course, this was resistance, and you can say it can now flip to support, which happens a lot. But I want my trades to be when the market makers step into the market. So what I want to see here is, I do not want to enter this. No, I want to sweep this, then break structure. And that is my moment that I can fill my long, put a tight stop loss below the market maker manipulation in before market makers. Well, I don't think that's a good plan. You need to identify them first, and then you can play with them. And of course, it's not the most easiest thing to do, but that is what I'm trained to do. That is how I look at the market, and that is with market maker manipulation. And that's based on my strategy. Wait for the market maker manipulation before entering a trade. You want to wait for the masses to get stopped out before you go into the trade. Because where's everyone's stop loss gonna be to keep playing this trend here that's below this low? But we have a little order block below here, so what makes it interesting for the market makers to stop all of these long orders out, take over their positions so they can fill more positions, and then move towards the upside. So that's also trading with psychological things, but it is how the market works, and it is how the market makers will fill their orders. So they will use you for their own sake to make money. That's how the fact is. The market does not care about you, doesn't give a shit. The market makers does not either. All they see is your poor little money they can grab. So I'm strictly against trading retail plays. Yeah, bro, have you seen the greed and fear index? I just checked it out today, and of course it's a good thing, because fear and greed is emotional, and emotional means psychological. And yeah, bro, it's even at 17, like 20. It has never been this low before yet. It's for the first time, at least in. I cannot go. Yeah, bro, this is literally all.
years.
I cannot go back from here, but from July 2023, this is the lowest it
Well, what
has
does it
been.
mean? What does it mean?
It means everyone is scared. Fear. Everyone's panic selling their shit. And mostly when you see price in extreme greed, you can see the price cool off a bit, like we did on the chart. And same here, prices in extreme greed and price is going down a bit again. And it also works the other way around. Price was in fear right here, and it moves towards the other way. So yeah, it could possibly sign on that we could get some upsides the coming weeks, months. I don't know. It could.
Yeah.
It could. People are scared, so recession. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, that could be the case. I mean, I must say there's a lot of volume on the NASDAQ right now, so people to like stop trading, putting less volume in that right now. I don't know, but there's still a lot of volume being put out. But of course, to the bear side of the market, I think a lot of smart people will be waiting on the sidelines right now. I think that's the case, and I also think that's what we need to do. We need to wait for the proper confirmations for the market to turn around again before before we can do anything. At least that's my plan. Again, it's no financial advice, but bruv, I've not analyzed gold in a while now, but it works on the
Well,
technicals.
you're going in Fort Knox in a while, right? I don't know when, but
I did hear about that. Yes,
yeah,
I mean,
that's gonna
of
be a really big indicator of price.
temporary, sure. I mean, on the long term, it's always gonna do its thing, but um, Trump is probably gonna say a few things that is gonna impact the market. Sure. Well, looking at this 3-day, it's also weekly, I think. Not really. This was our last pull towards the downside before this expansion up. We have not came back to this 0.5 line, so that also means our expansion towards the upside is still going. But what we can see right now is a bit of exhaustion though. So let's look on the lower time frame. Actually, this is also important here, because this little part, it's a pullback on the lower time frame, like on the daily, on the 16-hour, it's definitely structure. Okay, let's actually do this, because this is the first zone that we're gonna come to. This pullback. Let's do this because this was the daily order block, right? Yeah, pretty much. This was our structure pull pretty much before that expansion up. It's a daily order block. This is what caused a break here, so it's relevant to find some support from there and maybe start moving up again. Even though I do think if we come back down here, there's just liquidity here, so I'm not sure. We'll have to get a good confirmation for upside there. This is actually beautiful what we've done. We have created a range here. When we are trending towards the upside, we are drawing our range from top to bottom. So this is the range we were in. This is our deviation 1 and our deviation 2. Let's draw on our 2 starting points. Let's draw on this deviation as well with this liquidity sweep. Extend our range to those points because we are moving in between these levels now. And what we've basically done is we've had a distribution above here. Mark that. Distribution is market makers filling up orders on the top to then move price towards the opposite side of the range, which was this. It's beautifully hit, so that's really well done from the market makers. You could have easily shorted here. Pulled towards the upside. This is where we lost probably structure on the low time frame. Test back, and we were just getting that distribution towards the downside. So that was really clean. That also means that, let me look for some supplies here now. I'm looking for tested zones now. Of course, it's still against this part. So this is pretty much your block that you're holding, but I'm just looking if there's anything left open right here that we've touched. Not really, not really. This has just been used by this to move price down. So I'm not gonna draw on this supply here because it would go all over the chart, and I'm gonna zoom in now. So this was a liquidity hunt, I think. Zoom in. Bro, speaking about range trading, what's gonna come now, guys, is technical advanced. This is range trading for you. Okay. When we are trending up, we're gonna draw our range from top to bottom. This is our starting points. And we've had this deviation at the bottom, this one at the high, this one at the bottom, this one at the high. Okay, so let me explain what happened here. Extend our range bits. This is just pitch perfect range trading right here. Man, gold is clean. I need to get a little prop firm account on Forex, because this does look clean. Okay,
This range is perfect.
This is perfect. What we've done is we've deviated below, and then we return towards the high, which we've not broke but just deviated. So we're just extending our range. When we have deviation 2 here and deviation 2 here, there's two possible scenarios. You can go into a distribution towards the downside, or you can go into accumulation towards the upside, which whatever is first. So we went back towards our bottom here, so we're accumulating. Let's see if this was actually a bit playable. I like this, man. This is manipulation price action for you, because what happens here after this deviation of the low, we have, this is really internal structure, I would say. It's probably on the 3-2 minute a valid pullback, but let's not look at that for now. Let's say it's a gain. This is our gain. This is our first hold of the market. So this would be our origin. This would be our extreme liquidity point in our whole up move. That's interesting, because every stop loss of people buying in here, this is your extreme part, and that's also what you swept before taking this trend up towards the upside. So that's just that was perfectly done here, and we've moved towards our technical target. So this accumulation has been played out while hitting this, but at the same time, while we hit this technical target on the top, this is also when we went into a distribution. So I wouldn't say, let's look at the 5 minutes. It is 5 minute structure, so this was our last move towards the upside. We broke structure towards the downside. We actually re-accumulated, or just distributed here. Then made that lower high for more lower lows. And we kept on following that trend till we've now reached this side. I mean, we haven't hit our technical target here yet. When pretty much both things has played out now. So 3 taps on the highs, 3 taps, 3 taps on the low, 3 on the high. I would just stay off this chart. Your play was right here for a long, and your short play was right here. So do not FOMO into positions. This is just you're going to chase after the market now. Plays are gone, and you should not want to look at this. No, it does not look good. Tons of liquidity, tons of liquidity. What's the market gonna do? I don't know. Compressing. It is not clean. It is not. So just stay off it. Wait for a valid break, and then possibly see if you can trade either direction here. Or if you have the range, create your manipulation on either sides, and then of course make a distribution, and over here make an accumulation. Those are the 4 scenarios you could be playing this now, but now nope, not touching that. But it is really clean though. It's perfectly ranged trading on gold. Consolidation until USD GPI move. Why do you think we're consolidating till that moves? Do you mean you think gold is gonna move until USD GPI is gonna move? I think it's this one, right? GPI USD? No, that's not true. USD GPI. Just in my opinion. Well, it could be. Japanese yen, just the yen future market. Okay. Why is it doing that? Okay. I'm not sure, but I cannot press these. It's not going towards the charts. That's weird. I think it's this one, right? It's the other way around, but I guess it's the same chart, but then Alt E, like that. If it's the other way around, so. Oh man, ooh, I won't lie, it's looking okay. We swept tons of liquidity from this whole expansion up, and it kind of looks like we're bottoming a little bit out. I mean, we've just made our, we've swept it, we've made a new high, and what we've done now is we've been trending towards the downside, and we've created internally a new high. So I think expectation order flow wants us to go back to this high here. So keep following the trend till we reach that part on GPI USD on the high time frame. Let's check NASDAQ real quick. Don't want to miss anything here. This is ugly. You've hunted a little bit of liquidity and we're coming down. These are our lows we should hold for in order to keep grabbing that liquidity on the highs. Let's see if there are any SMTs here. There is. Okay. And there's also no reason for me to short here because this is not valid structure. Could have happened is if you could have taken this structure, went back, rejected that high, possible inverse gap here, and then get a play towards the downside, but not to be seen here. I'm gonna go to the toilet real quick. I'll put Wilm on the stream.
I'm not doing that much, but sure. Still waiting for most of the ranges to.
What's up,
really play
everyone?
out.
Welcome to the stream, by the way. Hope you all are enjoying it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm spitting out a lot of knowledge here. I've been live for 2 hours now, so this is as pure as price action can be. This is really technical analysis using price action. So actually following all the buys, all the sells, all the market maker steps. It's really just following that. Pure price action. No patterns. We just look in the psychology of patterns, but we don't trade those specific patterns. Smart guy. Well, you have a compliment there, Will.
Why me?
Because
I'm waiting.
He's both calling us smart.
Oh, I see. What coin did you trade against, Sam? Which one was it?
AVEX.
He was in this, right?
Yes.
Okay.
He definitely had some profits now. Looking
Yeah,
good for him, nice. I'll be right back, yeah?
This is when Cage was analyzing it. About 45 minutes ago. This is really good. Did you take your profit already, Sam? I don't like the 1 hour. It's still a range though. But I don't like this because if you look at this low, this is not a deviation. This is a break of structure towards the downside. As it keeps doing it right here also. Partial TP. Well, that's perfect. Probably guess you are targeting this high, or maybe this one, because this could be another range. Well, of course, as Cage already said, it's a pretty good trade. Because this range looks pretty good in my opinion. A bit the same as Bitcoin. But on Bitcoin, I'm waiting for like this major low to be taken out for me to be actually interested in longing here. But this is the obvious demand that everybody is looking at. But I will be looking at this really
I have to
small
interrupt.
demand.
What are those lines?
It's those are really old lines.
Crazy.
If I go back here, I can probably see.
This is... Everyone has to look at this and know your chart should not look like that. Never. I like his lines better. You like those lines.
It's from this price action.
Okay.
But I don't use them, obviously. They're in the past now.
shows the historical moves. Yeah, true. It does, but I still like to wait for price action to develop in the zone, and I'll see for myself what is gonna be respected or not. I mean, of course, sometimes you what was I gonna say? Sometimes you have previous levels in price, but that has been respected a lot. But what also sometimes happens is that you're not gonna respect it again. So it's really about what price develops locally there. Yes, it's a good indication for possible supports on the high time frame, but you're not sure what price is going to do there. Not if you have 10 lines in your screen. It's not perfectly gonna go between all of those lines. It's just gonna get messy if price is there. It's not gonna do all of this. But that's my opinion, you know. I don't like a lot of lines. Charts get messy. That's just me. And then you just clean. Just clean price action. I need to know what's going on. But everyone has his or her preference of a chart. That's my last coffee of the day. Also, Sunsem, where are you from? Are you from America? Are you from the United Kingdom? From somewhere else? Europe? Oh yeah, these are nice. Has hit all the liquidity targets here. That's in a specific location, but USA. Alright, cool. Because me myself, I live in the Netherlands, and our time zones you're all from the UK. No man, close though. I'm from the Netherlands. We both are. So we're using the Amsterdam time zone. Plus 1 hour on London. See if there's anything other coins going on locally. Ugly as hell, don't even want to look at it. Frankfurt time. Okay. Nothing to be seen here. Sui. Could start keep following this trend here, but no confirmation. Want to see we hold this and then move more towards the upside. What I don't like is we had this distribution up here that moved us all the way down. So once again, this supply. These are hard moves up. You keep on going against supply. Don't like it. It's just huge bucks. Solana. I have some comments on Solana. Just grabbed this at the start of the stream, and it's not really that difficult. I'm gonna make it compact for you. This was basically our downward structure. We've not managed to gain that. And from there on out, we are creating new lows. Comments I like. Nice, clean, tight, and short. Okay. and we're still expanding in this new low. So we don't know when this is gonna end. We're still in this whole expansion towards the downside, and still it's even on the 4 hour, it is down until proven otherwise. What I do have on the high time frame is our last to hold box. And why is this our last to hold? Because I think that the market makers that have swept all this liquidity over here went up and defended priced here to then make new all-time highs, and they made that because of this sweep. So I do not want to grab this liquidity, because that's where the market makers stepped in. So there's no reason for them to sweep this. They can sweep this, but I do not want them to sweep this before we can start moving towards the upside. If we do sweep this, I do think we're just gonna come towards $90 on Solana here, because this is also all just liquidity, man. And that's basically it for now. We can still look for locally for some longs here in this box, expect upsides, but we would have to break structure and see if we can do something from there. Once again, same as at the other coins, no reason for upside now though. We have some high time frame zones drawn in, but that's it. That's it. I'm out for lunch. See y'all next time, next stream. Yes, sir. Soon, Sam. Have a nice lunch. It was great that you were here, sharing your views and experiences with us again. It was great having you here. I'll definitely see you next time. Let's look at XRP. It was possibly interesting. Okay. As I said before in this stream, bro, these things are where people want to long. This supply flip here. Resistance, now support, always going wrong, man. It always goes wrong. You're always gonna sweep the first few lows before you actually start deciding to move.
Yes, true.
Move up. It's manipulation.
You could see
for
people
you there.
stepped in there. The liquidity is there.
100%.
So they're all losing their underwear right now.
Yeah, good volume as well. So. Alright, I'm gonna end the stream here though. If you're still in the stream, thank you for watching. Hope you learned a lot, because we are spitting out a lot of knowledge. If you do wanna be in touch with us and pretty much join our community and create a community, you're still really early. We are planning to take over this whole game. Don't worry about that. The results speak for itself. Technical analysis speaks for itself. I'm gonna drop the Discord link in the chat right now. So if you want to join it, do it. Leave a message and could talk to you from there. For everyone watching the stream back, you're absolutely a legend. Watching 2 hours of footage of me and Wilm analyzing and spitting some real knowledge of some good price action in this market. Fortunately, there were no trades on the NASDAQ as well. It was all just going down. No trades to be spotted here, but taking no trades is also trading, because no good setup is no trade. Okay guys, I'll see you all in the next one.